And Max. Right, stalagmates, how are you? How are you? Let us know in the comments.
I forget about stalagmates every time.
Every time.
And it hits me with a little pang of joy every time.
Has there always been an incredibly low-def cactor on that barrel over there?
No, I think they've just added it for you to get.
Right, okay. I don't remember that being there last time.
I modded it in actually
Oh.
as a treat, just to see if you'd spot it.
Hey, you...
Oh, you behind all this?
Aye. I'm the one.
So Guffy, what
Yeah.
episode do you think this is?
Oh, come on now. Come on now, get out of town. Right, okay, I'll have a guess. Hold on.
Aye, have a guess.
Yes.
I'll give you... Well, see,
3,
before you...
2.
Aye.
Yeah.
I think it might be. 'Cause I was going to say, I meant to like make a big deal about episode 30, but then I forgot about it and I didn't.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
So
It
what's on the menu today?
Well, you've heard already. There's Max. How are you, Max?
Hi, I'm great. I'm great. How are you guys?
Hopefully louder this time.
Hopefully louder.
Yeah, I was listening back to the Bugenhagen today. It's fucking class.
Aye.
No, I'm gonna have to try and figure out if I can do it again. 'Cause I think
Well,
I
no,
listened
but-
earlier just to remind myself, because I was like, what the fuck did I
Aye,
do
man.
again?
Remembering
is-
the voice is the hardest part.
Aye,
I don't know how
I
to
genuinely.
do it very well.
So like, see Marcus in Final Fantasy 9, because he's in it so sporadically, I feel like his voice changed about 10 times. It was so hard to keep up with him.
It did change a bit, because I remember thinking I liked his voice quite a lot, because it was just a bit odd, wasn't it?
Aye.
But no, I just still felt like you got the main beat of it, so maybe I'll be the same.
I
No.
have to say that, like, you usually do, like, that Final Fantasy 9 run was full of, like, brilliant instinctual voices.
I was
You know, you didn't want to
surprised.
think.
Aye.
Like, I was baffled that whole playthrough. It made it so enjoyable to play, like, just waiting to see what you'd do next.
I was surprised, like, how much I got that duck woman the exact same every single time where you hand in the Stalazios.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
It's so easy to just listen to the voice, you don't think of how far apart they are sometimes.
Aye. I did feel at one point that the Final Fantasy 9 voices were better because the characters are so stupid and unique looking that you could kind of give them a voice quite easily.
I know. In this game, everyone's quite kind of, like, buttoned down serious. In
Hmm.
Midgar, aren't they?
Aye.
Yeah, they are.
Anyway,
You still gave them stupid voices, though.
Oh,
I
of
don't know
course,
what
of
you're
course.
talking about. Like, yeah. The Turks, for one. Have you heard the Turks, Max? They're just Poindexters.
No, yeah, they're all quite geeky, aren't they? In a way that I don't think I could ever do. The way that you're going. Like,
Yeah.
ho ho ho! How y'all set?
Yeah.
Ho ho ho! Shall we go?
we could really do with getting that ho 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 as like an actual like wee sound clip to just keep playing so you don't
Yeah.
have to do it all the time because he does that so many times.
Does it quite a lot, doesn't it? I didn't realize. I actually forgot that was like his thing.
I forgot that as well. I wonder if that's going to be in the remake. Sup?
I wonder how he got in there. Oh, never mind. Come in, come in. I didn't see that in your like.
There's a sneaky one.
There for ages, though. Okay. You
You
lead the way, Grandpa.
Hey, I know you're busy, but Fort Carter really needs your help, by the way.
He's becoming a pest. And he's like, mate, fuck off, we're busy now. That's the third time he's appeared, isn't it? He's going to be jumping out of boxes and shit all game, man.
Jinkies went and killed the boss.
Well,
Jinkies went and killed the boss, or about to go and fight.
I bet that'd be really good actually if it exactly that boss. so
I'd
much.
say.
Apart from the little gimmick, but.
Yeah.
What are you, crazy? It's dangerous in there. I told you that. You want an old man like me to go first? I'll be right behind you.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we eat him as well.
Aye. Of course.
I actually forgot that happened because I was trying to think.
Does he just like
Obviously, he
folly
kinda-
about?
yeah, he just kind of pops up, and it's always something that's kind of bothered me when someone just kind of pops up in a game, and you're like, ah, like you
Aye.
kind of referenced it with Aerith earlier, where she's just like, hey, it's Sector 6.
Yeah, kind of
Just
out
like, how the
of
fuck did you
nowhere.
do that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's a little bit in the remake, not like it's not like a major spoiler or anything, but there's a part where you're with her and then she's maybe gonna go back by herself. You'll know the part.
Yes.
And then she goes, "That's cool. I know a shortcut." It's like, well, if you know a shortcut, why didn't you go that way?
Yeah.
Yeah. The shortcut should just be the normal way
Shortcut should
at all
just be the
times.
normal way. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
if you can go there back safely that way, why did we go the other way?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
what
tale as
the
old as
hell?
time. Humans figured that out a long time ago. Go the shortest way. This remake. So I've been sorry, Max. If you sorry if there was a part 2 to that story, I can pull up the
That's okay.
remake.
That was
later.
it. That was
See
it.
this
It's all-
remake, man.
Duffy hates it.
I was no the remake, but I know I kind of said that like I was going to come at it there. But what I was going to say was, see the remake part 2. I've stayed away from any
You need
comment
to.
threads
You
or anything
need
like
to.
that because I don't know how. It was just the first thing I said. I seen in one of those was somebody saying something about like, oh, that pure bigging up the changes they've made, and I was like, right, okay, I can look at these
Aye.
comments. Does that make
Yes.
sense for you?
Aye.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, you know what happens that I'm not allowed to be spoiled.
Yeah. True.
Yes.
So yeah, I can't watch anything about the second part. I've seen like a picture, but
I know. I would
just
just stay
stayed
away
away from
from
the
it.
video.
It's like it's a bit weird, but I would just not watch any of it until you've played it. If you do want to play it, because I know you're a bit kind of so with it.
well, I'm going to play it on blind hard mode.
I don't even know if you can.
I don't think you can because I was
Yeah.
playing through on hard mode. I was saying this to Diggy actually, but when I was been watching you play this, I was like, you know what? 'Cause I just recently bought my PS5 a couple of months ago. I was like, I'll re-download Final Fantasy 7 because I had the disc, so I was like, I'll pop it and I'll just upgrade for free because you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll just do that and then I'll like play through it again. But I was like, well, I never played through it on hard mode because I don't really like playing things on hard. So I was like, I'll give that a go. And then I got through all the way to chapter 17, Dougie. I don't think I told you. I got to
No.
17. And now, as he'll probably know as well, I like to platinum games. I like to get all the trophies.
Do you really, Mr. Don't
Oh,
like
yeah.
by the
play
way,
on hard mode? That's basically a
Yeah.
form of hard mode.
Kinda, but I mean, I
Yeah,
don't play a lot
that's
of ones
cool.
that are difficulty based, to be fair.
So what was the last game you platinumed?
What was the last? I think I maybe just turned up my mic. I'm really sorry if I sound really loud all of a second.
I don't
No,
know.
no.
Can you get too loud on the
Um,
cave?
before Max
Take the
answers, I'll let you know something. Max has got the biggest trophy collection of anyone I've ever met.
Oh, that's
and
ace. Really?
Also
On the PlayStation?
plays a collection of the weirdest fucking games you'll ever see in your whole life.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that one. What was that one, Valkyrie, that you mentioned, Dougie, that it turns out you've played as well, Max?
Oh yeah, Valkyria Chronicles.
That's probably fairly normal.
That's not even that
And
weird.
aye,
What
in
would you
terms of
class it as weird?
Oh, I'll maybe just look through my list and see some of my weird ones.
he loves a Japanese like one that you wouldn't find.
Oh yeah, I'm
in
playing
the
one
UK.
right now actually. It's really weird. So it's called Loop 8 Summer of Gods. Just as like a weird title off the bat. It's kind of been slated, but I'm enjoying it.
You're loving it.
And yeah, I'm actually thinking it's alright because I don't really care if it's got a bit of a quirky system. I'm like, aye, alright, I'll give it a go because it's a bit different. So you go in it, you kind of, it's like you're in this little town that's been invaded by these like demon things. It's like set in an alternate kind of reality as well, so everything's a bit weird. Like it's in the 80s, but there's spaceships and stuff like that. It doesn't really matter, but you have to fight these monsters that possess a town person, and you fight them by using the power of the relationships you've made with the townspeople.
Oh. Nice.
So it's kind of Persona, but it's
Yeah.
a bit more like, so you literally attack someone, and your attack will be based on your hatred, your friendship, or your affection with the person.
Cool.
So I'm enjoying it, but it's been like panned.
Well, I mean, that system sounds, if it works in Persona, it would work there. Is it the story that's been panned? Is it what?
The
What can
story's
you see that's
interesting, I feel. It's the system people don't like, and it's
Oh, I see.
because I think people are just doing that a bit wrong, in my opinion. because they're like you can go in and you can sit and you could probably sit for 10 minutes straight and just talk to the same person over and over and over again to get their affection all the way up. But you choose different things, so you don't necessarily get their affection all the way up. But you could just sit and bash it all out. I just don't do that. I'll go around the town, I do certain things, and I talk to a person like 2-3 times like in each day, just so it doesn't like get tiresome. And like if you do that, like everyone just progresses at a normal rate, and it's fine. But if you do go in and like ruin it by, it's like just sitting grinding for like an hour, but instead of an hour.
And then saying the game's too easy.
Yeah, it's not a hard game by any
It sounds
means,
misunderstood.
I think it's a bit.
By what you're saying, you know, people engage with the system a wee bit more rather than you know,
if they
whatever.
didn't just immediately exploit it, because if you sat and grinded any game, you would kind of ruin the difficulty.
Ah, you could do with this.
Aye.
You could do with this. Not that you would want to, but yeah, you could. Like,
Friend of the show,
Cosmo.
Dave, is quite bad for that, because not that he will moan about it being too easy or in, but like he will grind to the point that the game is just like the final boss is just comically easy. I
yeah,
remember
well,
I
that's
was
when you go, sorry.
I was gonna say I remember being a bit annoyed at him because he was playing Final Fantasy 8 for the first time in ages, like to the point I don't think he'd ever beaten it before. Actually, he'd always got to the final boss and then like just no done it, or maybe didn't get that close or whatever. And he was talking about it, I really like it, and then he got to the final boss, but he had just sat and grounded for fucking ages to get everybody at level 100. He'd went and got all the things on his like first main playthrough, and then like practically one-shotted the boss.
But just before we dive into this, have you ever had that where you would play a game or watch a TV series right up until like quite close to the end, but you're liking it so much you don't want it to end and you don't get around to finishing it?
Well, the last time it happened to me was like, it sounds like I dodged a bullet. It was Game of Thrones, and I stopped.
I never watched any of
I
that.
never finished Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I think we had the perfect Game of Thrones experience. I loved it up until I stopped watching it, which was apparently where it got immediately shite. So I just never watched it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it was getting so much. Like, see, when there's that much internet hate, you tend to notice.
Aye.
Yeah, like I was just away, and when I was living in Australia, and the final season came out, and I just couldn't easily watch it. But I just saw everyone shitting on it and like spoiling things, like even incidentally. And I was just, oh, for fuck's sake! But
I hate spoilers, man.
I don't know.
It's
Rogue
not bad
spoilers.
to me, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So
Another thing was, I know that we're mentioning Dave about his hyper grinding, but the cool thing about these games is it's kind of like a choose your own difficulty.
Yeah.
aye, well, you can
you know,
make
you-
it that way if you want.
Yeah, you can not do anything and really challenge yourself. People do level 1 runs and stuff like that, which I think would be funny for us to try at one point.
Well, that was what I was actually. Funny you said that. See, when we get to Final Fantasy 10, I was going to challenge you to
No
try
sphere
and do
grid.
a no sphere grid run.
Big time. Right. Yeah,
No.
I'm into that.
So,
That would be pretty rough. Yeah, I would need to do some research.
Mm.
But I'm not above doing some research. I'll get into that.
ho ho ho! The ghosts wandering this place were of the Gi tribe, who fell in battle here.
Ghosts. But how?
The vengeful spirits of the Gi were too bent on revenge to return to the live stream. You should tread carefully. Oh. He's spooky bitch sometimes, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very spooky. Although I have to mention that voice. He's like now permanently ingrained in my head. That voice. It's like there's no other way it could have been.
In the remake, he's just
You
very
nailed it.
American.
Oh,
It's
is it?
actually
What's it like?
genuinely not as good.
Hey guys, y'all hear the planet's dying?
Pretty much. Oh, another. Oh.
Oh, that's a useful one.
Okay, he's not got much.
The last game I platinumed was Paradise Killer, by the way, because I was just looking through my list.
Cool.
I really liked that game. It was very good, very like short in terms of getting through it.
Yeah.
But
Would you class
very-
all of your favourite games as JRPGs?
Yeah,
I would say it
so. I
has
think
to be.
Definitely. Like one of my all-time favorites is Suikoden. Have you ever played that?
I've never heard of that.
No.
What is it?
I love it. So there's like 5 in the series. They're actually remastering the first and the second together, and it's meant to come out this year. I actually thought it would have been out already, and I'm raging because it's just went dead, like silent on the news front. I'm like, oh, you better not ditch this. But basically it's all kind of political, but it's also fun, which probably doesn't sound very great, but it's all about kind of warring nations, and you are just usually a person from a little town or whatever who's affected by the war, and they go away and they make their own kind of town and army, and you build up and you can recruit 108 different people for your army. And I love that aspect because I just like it when there's loads of characters in a game.
How does
So,
the sorry, you might be about to say this, but how does the combat play out with like 100 folk?
So you get like different things. Like there would be regular battles like this, like turn-based battles, and
Okay.
probably about, I would say maybe a third of the cast is actually playable in combat, and then maybe about another third would like offer customization stuff for your base or like improvements to your base. Like
So
there's
it's like
always
teams,
it's like teams.
teams of like people like they just say there's
Yeah.
groups of people focusing on certain things.
Yeah, kinda. So like one might have might start farming your base, and one might be like a mystic who would like figure out where other characters you can recruit are. There's kind of usual archetypes like that. Oh my god, these things are nice and upload.
Aye.
Yeah, it's got a wee bit hard on the screen there. Eh? So
Aye.
what's the name of this game again, Max? Sorry.
Suikoden, so SUI-KO. It's KODEN, Suikoden.
I've misspelled it so
Aye.
bad. It's came up Sweden.
Oh. Got
Fine.
got a wee enemy skill there, everyone.
Nice.
And I'm getting fucking
They
modes
just
here.
hate clouds, don't they?
Aye. Right, can we just get all these folk to fuck, please?
So Max, would you be able to think of your like top 4 ever games?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Really?
Can I take a guess at one of them?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I can't remember the number, but I was gonna say Persona 3 or 4.
I would say 3. I
Right.
would say 3 over 4. I kind of for a while thought I liked 4 better than 3, but I've recently replayed them because they kind of re-released them, or just kind of put them out on the PlayStation 4 and 5.
Mm.
And I much prefer 3. I just love 3. That got me into the series. So Persona 3 for sure.
You were the first person, sorry to interrupt you there again, you were the first person that I ever knew who had played the Persona games. I remember you explaining it to me once at like your house once, and
I
I'd
got
never
in-
heard it
in
before.
uni. I
Yeah.
think I got it in uni. Then no one really, it was just like a game I bought, and I was like, this looks cool. I played it and I loved it, and then I don't really feel like there was a lot of hype about the games
No.
until 5.
I literally had never
and
heard
it's-
anybody talk about it before.
I thought they were great.
Same, but my first experience was when you told me to play 5. I'd never
Yeah.
heard of them before that. Is 3 not getting some sort of remaster or something?
It is, yeah.
They
And
put that out recently, didn't
Oh,
they?
do you want to tell the story now, Max?
yeah, I can admit. So in the in episode 30, when my debut as a guest, there's a little point where Doogie's climbing up and down the ladders in Bugenhagen's house, and he goes back and talks to Bugenhagen, and I just don't say anything for like 10 seconds. I'm like, oh shit, sorry. So I looked at my phone for like, just clicked on it just while I was going up and down the ladders.
Fuck off!
And what came up on my screen was the announcement of the Persona 3 remaster.
And
I was
it
like,
stopped Junior Tracks.
It
Nice.
stopped me in tracks because I was like, oh my fucking god, I cannot believe this. Like, I love it. But it was also a leak. So, like, it wasn't meant to be released at that time. They've actually only re-put it back out today, which is kind of funny because it's both the days we've recorded. But yeah, so I actually saw the leak live, and then because after I was like, I'll go back to that, I'll have a look at that later because I shouldn't be distracting myself. And then when I went back to look at it, it wasn't there anymore because it was a leak.
Oh,
It was the actual
taken off.
it was the actual publisher themselves who had leaked it,
Oh.
as if like they posted too early.
That'd be
Nice.
cool. I might play that. I've
Oh,
never
man.
played
I
any
know, I
but
love
5.
it.
I never completed 5 because it's pretty
Very
long.
long.
Yeah,
Very
it's crazy long.
I'm gonna. This could be bad. He needs to die in this one hit. Oh, thank God!
Oh. what,
I
a,
mean,
what a gauntlet this place is.
Fuck me, man.
It's hard mode and you haven't been grinding at all and you've got no go. This
how
is
you bringing
this
them
is a
back to
hard
life?
dungeon.
Has someone got
I've
revived?
got a couple of things. I was doing life for a while with Barrett, and I'm gonna do it again because I'm gonna ether Barrett
Aye.
and then use
Yes, you
magic.
don't want to get rid of all your Phoenix Downs.
Although the
do
good
you?
thing, those dogs actually get you them from stealing,
Oh, okay.
which has been reasonable, but then they just kill me a million times.
Now hear me out. Your ethers are going to get you through this dungeon. You need to deliver.
I know.
Your Phoenix Downs. Keep it. I would even ether Barret the now. Think about that last fight. You need to go full into it. I know. It's not optimal, but it'll never be
You
optimal.
don't always have to do it. You quite often don't use them, so maybe this is just the time to do it. You know?
Grants haste and evasion. That's actually quite good for this, maybe.
Yeah, sweet.
I would never use that one.
No.
That's the thing when you're playing a bit more.
No. Oh, can you not go up there?
You go down the stairs.
No, you have to go down the stairs.
Of course. Fuck.
No, the one's there, is it not? Oh no, that's just
I'm not sure. I think, do you know, maybe... Oh, well, you kind of come back, surely, but I don't know.
As you saw, this cave leads right up into the heart of Cosmo Canyon. If the Gi had been able to pass through this cave, then they could have easily defeated us. Let's move on.
Did I go back and get this chest?
It's up to you.
Yeah, do it.
I go for it.
Is this stairs?
It's another battle, at least though.
Hey, I might fucking run for these things, man.
Yeah, I think that's wise.
At least that.
It's wise. No shame in it. Now, see when you're running, like, I don't know how you would even know this, but what are the kind of... If you attack, does it decrease your chances of escaping, or...
Genuinely no idea. Oh, nice. There you go. Love it. I don't know, but one thing that did happen there is Barret only shot one person. Fuck off.
Oh, yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. You must not have been in the mood.
Aye. It's hard to aim when you're running away.
Yeah.
Come on, please.
That's fine.
I think I'll fight 2 of them, I think, but I won't fight 3. That's too many.
That's wise. Yeah.
I think,
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I was just going to say otherwise for like favourite games, Final Fantasy VI, which I mentioned.
oh yeah.
Nice.
Persona Suikoden, so that's 3.
And
one more. Do you know what I really loved? I loved Until Dawn. Like, I really, really like that
Oh,
game.
that's an
Yeah.
interesting one.
Yeah, nice. Cool. That's the spooky one, isn't it?
It's almost like a, like, what's that famous one?
It's like a heavy rain horror game.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I was trying to
right,
remember.
yeah.
I was gonna go Ethan.
Well, I would have got it absolutely straight away.
But yeah, because I did play a bit of that, but I wasn't really into it. But I really enjoyed the kind of horror element, and you can kill different people at different points if you're not careful. And all that
Aye.
shit.
Did you play the newish, the Quarry? Is that what it's called?
I've played the Quarry, and I've played Man of Medan, and
The Man with Dance have always looked quite good. I've kind of been interested in them before.
aye. There's another one that's Little Hope as well. That one's really good.
No, heard that one.
Man of Medan actually really was probably the first one to actually pure spook me.
Oh, really?
Aye.
I did hear, I think it was a bit more like actually spooky, when some of them are more a bit kind of like almost daft at times.
Yeah, like there was one after that, and it's just I did feel it was a bit daft. Like I really like that one. Because there's like a wee series of them. So
Yeah.
I never got around to playing that one because famously I'm a shite bag with horror things.
Although I think you were perfectly fine. We actually recorded
And
viewers Amnesia. That was pretty spooky. You were
See,
absolutely
from a
fine.
gameplay point of view, nothing ever happened.
But that's the thing. It's
Played it
that's
for hours
those are the ones that are supposed to be scary because it's like something might happen.
did you not get chased by the monster?
Yeah, maybe in the water bit, but it was invisible.
Yeah, it's
Oh
invisible.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing that would
It's
have.
like a sense of dread that wore off. It was great at the beginning, but
Yeah. And you know what's coming, you maybe just go, okay.
yeah,
mate,
from yeah.
Watch a let's play of folk playing it blind, and they'll be fucking like terrified.
It's great. I know, maybe on the scale of how shite bag you can get, I'm no like
Man.
bonkers, but it's still enough that I don't want to watch them or play them.
Yeah.
I don't watch horror films or play horror games.
See, I love
unless
horror
it's
films. I'm
in the
not
cave.
great. I'm not great at horror games. Like I don't mind that one because it's actually not too bad. You just like, oh, I always mind these things.
Look at the state of this thing.
Ah.
Imagine. I would leave Avalanche. That's too much for me. Boys, I'm away up the road.
I really should have healed before this, but we'll do our thing. I've got a cure coming.
It's a good call.
I don't think kings in here like fire. And if you've ever set a spider on fire, they don't like it at all.
A few things too.
Oh, 1,000.
Yeah, I like that. And then a limit to stop it. Go on, stop it.
Oofed. That was shite in comparison.
Ah, what?
Wow, fuck, that was a...
Nice.
That was a counter move he did as well.
Yeah.
Was it? How'd you know?
Oh. It said
It
counter.
said counter stinger.
Did they say it on the screen there?
Aye,
I missed it. So, Max, what about your top 4 favourite Final Fantasy characters?
Oh, don't think he's gonna like it.
Oh no, hit us.
Probably gonna sound really perfect. Maybe I should preface to anyone watching this that I am actually gay. I love Riku.
Aye, there's nothing wrong with Riku actually.
Riku's brilliant, but
In my opinion, you don't need to justify any of your answers.
okay. Oh, no, I think you're gonna make me justify one of them when I say it.
Oh, okay.
I really who's someone from Shadow from Final Fantasy VI.
Oh no,
She's
yeah.
golden.
I know, I don't know him. Aye, he's good. He's cool.
Yeah,
Got a dog and everything.
Freya from 9, I love Freya. Out of everyone from 9, I love her.
Freya's got a cool story.
Cool story. She's just like a kick-ass woman.
Yeah.
And like I feel like her story kind of flattens a wee bit. Like
Yeah, I was actually gonna say that. The only downside about her is it's like her story goes from I've lost my boyfriend, and then she finds him.
I found my boyfriend, but he doesn't know me. I think you can actually go back
true,
to
actually.
like you can go back to Clara late game, and she has a scene with him.
Do you know,
it's not a very good resolution scene.
Yeah, I meant to do that in the actual series and forgot.
Do you think those kind of things are like the developers running out of space and time for the game to be released?
Maybe
But
space
they're
and disc.
probably- Yes, yeah, space, yeah, but or actually, yeah, that's totally
Could be.
true. Yeah, fuck. You forget that only 20 years ago it was a concern. 8 megabyte memory cards.
Aye, right, we've got a save point here.
Guess our age viewers. But
I
yeah, they
think
maybe
that-
intended to finish Freya's in a neat way, but
think
never got
sometimes
around to it.
you leave it kind of up to you. So like you could go see that scene in Clara, or you could just leave it.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
It's just kind of up to you to find, like, if you're interested in that character, find it. Like, there's a bit with Red later that you can do, which you might not do.
Kind of
involves
think of the one.
Hagen. No,
No, yeah, it's
quite
not coming to
weird.
mind.
Well, I say it.
Yeah.
I go see it. Rogue spoilers.
You can come back to Cosmo Canyon and Bugan Hagen's dead. He's dying.
I think I
yeah.
did know that. Yeah.
right.
But it's completely optional.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like build your own story as well, because we've discussed before, like, if you just want to get to the fighting, you just like smash the game, like you did when we tried to do when we were wee boys.
Aye.
Like, you can do that. Go right ahead. Like, who cares if you don't see all the story?
I used to love finding all the story, but I think that's just the way I play games. Like, I don't like them to be too hard, but I like to find all the bits, you know?
Yeah.
So see, when I was much younger, I used to just legitimately just cheat to get the story and not be bothered about challenge at all. It was only, oh, come on.
Oh, unlucky.
So for the first while, literally, I wouldn't, I wouldn't really understand the mechanics. Like, I'd just be like, pressing attack all the time, doing 999, not really understand that actually maybe you should be doing, like, curing folk and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, who needs that? But yeah, I mean, I'm the same. I'm kind of coming back towards the appreciating story thing, and because I was just the same. I was all about games that were just like action. You know, oh, fuck the story. Let's just get to the whatever. And then as I got a wee bit older, I started enjoying a good bit of both. You know, games that offer good
Aye.
mechanics, but also pay attention to the story a wee bit more.
Aye.
Yeah. Anyway, my last favourite character, my 4 of my top 4 is Yuffie.
No, no.
It is. I used to have her in my
Hold the
party.
phone.
I know you hate her. I know you find her annoying. I think she's great. I think she's a bit of fun in this game.
I'll go on
I think
record.
she's stupid.
Yeah,
I think she's
I
absolutely.
don't think I
fucking
can speak for
dumb.
Dougie in this one. It's just been me being.
I'll go on record. Say I've actually quite liked Yuffie before as well,
Yeah,
but I actually knew that Max loved Yuffie, so every time Guffy was
She's
like
just
calling her
not as
shite, I
like-
was like, yeah, shite, and she keep going.
The thing is, I don't actually like fully dislike her. It's just kind of been opportunistic that she said a lot of stupid things.
Yeah.
I can't remember her saying like
The voice
that-
I've
that
used
she'd-
probably isn't helping.
The
Well,
voice.
yeah, the voice you've used.
particularly,
Yeah,
Like,
do you think you could?
brat
Aye.
kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. One day she'll grow up. Maybe after we finish our side quest.
Aye.
Yeah.
Hey, yours.
Is that an episode
I think
of
it
gaming?
might be an episode of gaming.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit!
See if you've got any hate for Max due to his characters. Just fucking go fuck yourself, chicken posse, because that's not how we do things here. So,
The chicken posse. I legitimately forget about these every time. And they're just as funny as the fucking.
I can't wait for someone to finally comment us and go, "Use a fucking shite," and then we'll just everybody, me, you, everybody, all of our Max, Brianna, we're all gonna get in the comments and like, "Oh, fuck off, chicken posse," and they'll know what to do with themselves.
Buck, fucking buck. Go back to your posse, mate.
Aye, fucking go lay an egg, chicken posse. You know?
Go lay an egg. That's the one. Go lay an egg.
Right. And on that note, see you later, viewers.
Chiroo.
Bye.